Hello everybody, and welcome to some very exciting Bionicle 2016 news. And I'm very happy to be able to close out 2016 with some actually very cool news. So recently, the winners of the Bionicle Makuta Building Challenge, as well as various community outlets throughout Bionicle, have been receiving their copies of the Bionicle art books, which were the prize, the amazing final prize of the contest. And people have been very eager to see what's inside this art book. People's hopes have ranged from just cool pieces of concept art of the locations and the characters to perhaps some unreleased set concepts and or possible future 2017 plans that never fully materialize. Speculation's been running rampant. Well, today, everybody's finally started to get their copies. A plethora of different copies arrived today, one to our very own Vardaran from TTV, who has begun to post pictures of the art book on Twitter. For those looking for complete coverage, as well as high-quality scans and or just the original digital copy, depending on how things shake out, Biosector 01 will be providing full coverage of the art book fairly soon. But for anybody who just wants a peek at what's inside, check out Var's Twitter at @IllustriousVar. He's consistently updating it as he goes through the art book, posting things that catch his eye, cool pieces of art that he personally really enjoys, and stuff the community would be interested in seeing. So far, we've got a bunch of cool concepts that he's shared of unreleased characters and people from Bionicle, as well as some concept art for the Mask of Ultimate Power, which was called the Death Crown. Way back when, we actually get some interesting insight into how it would have been constructed. And it actually sheds a lot of insight on some weird quirks with the mask that maybe didn't initially make a lot of sense to us. As well as various other different things, such as cool bits of trivia back in one of the first initial pieces of concept art that Bionicle G2 had, I'm sure, for the locations and the golden masks. Instead of golden Toa masks on the pedestals, they had Hero Factory 2.0 heads. And the reason this is interesting is because it's obviously a placeholder, but those headpieces were last used in 2011. They were promptly replaced in 2012. So what this tells me is that the Bionicle concept art was being made from at least around the 2011-2012 period, which does line up with what we've heard prior, but it's still interesting to think about that all the way back then, they were planning concept art for Bionicle's return. I just find that really cool. That's basically that. There's a bunch of cool stuff here, more than I could possibly cover in a breaking news video. If you want in-depth coverage, you can be 100% sure that we will be breaking all of this down on the next episode of the TTV podcast. And if you want to view some of this cool art, again, a link to Var's Twitter is in the description below, @IllustriousVar. And you can check out all of his images that he's been sharing, and be sure to follow him as he posts more for the community to see. That's basically that. Stay tuned for more coverage of the Bionicle 2016 art book and any other cool stuff that we end up doing. Thank you very much for watching. I'm Messinak, and goodbye.